All right, Transformers, we're live. We had some technical difficulties there, but we're back. So, some people came on the air. If you like this to be a part of the broadcast, come back on the air. We like to get your thoughts. We had some difficulties there. We're trying to broadcast in a different location, but you know that doesn't work out too good. All right, so we're going to close this week's Transformational Vitamin out. And this week's Transformational Vitamin was maximizing your potential and making the most of your opportunities. It has been a blast, I must say. And I do this, Transformers, because of you all and because you support the things that we do at the Transformers Academy. It encourages us and makes us excited. When you get excited, we get excited. So we've been talking all week about maximizing your potential, making the most of all of your opportunities. And so I'm just going to recap briefly. If you come on the air and you want to join us, go ahead and send your questions, send your comments, and I'll get a chance to see those things as I'm just kind of recapping this week in a summary. So we began with the question, and I posed the question to you guys. Are you really maximizing your full potential and gaining the most of all your opportunities that you may have had in the past, in the present, or some things that you're missing opportunities-wise because you aren't maximizing your gifts, talents, and all those things that you can bring to impact whatever it is that you continue to do? That is the question, and I'm hoping that this evening, as we close out this Transformational Vitamin, that you now can define and be honest about where are you in terms of your own direction. And so my goal at the Transformers Academy is to make sure that I attempt to focus and bring you in to bring the awareness so that some of those things that you may minimize in the past, some things that you've overlooked, and some things that I do to encourage you to recap and revisit and go back and begin where you started. Because I always talk about it's not where you start, it's more importantly where you're going. And so I know you guys are moving in a direction of productivity. I know you guys are moving in a direction of optimism. And so what I like to do each week is make sure that I give you a vitamin and something that I know that you can use, universal principles, things that are universal for all of us. Doesn't matter the profession you're in, doesn't matter if you're a parent or not, doesn't matter if you're a spouse, you have a significant other. It doesn't matter. What matters is how are you progressing with the things that you want to do. And so if you are someone who has some talents, which we all do, if you're someone who has some God-given talents and things that that you like to do, then you're in the right place. Hey there, do you think if I look, I can't read this. These messages, I can't keep up with them, so continue to send those as we're talking. All right, so your interests, what have you done to maximize your potential? I gave you 3 essential things that I know are very universal principles that I've used. They've helped me out. Oh, and by the way, go to my website, DrAngeloReynolds.com, and take a look at my 2 books. In fact, the first book, Overcoming Obstacles, Beating the Odds, The Act of Change, number 2, Maximizing Your Potential. And so what I like to do is offer you a copy of those books, one of those books of your choice. If you send me your email address, I'll send you a copy of the book. We'll make sure you get a copy. Okay, so if you're listening, if you're there attentively, like I know that you are, write these 3 things down. And I talked about them so candidly. Thank you. I talked about them so candidly. The 3 things that help you maximize your potential. Number 1, getting you out of the comfort zone. The majority of the people who want to do something, the majority of people who have talents and skills are stuck in a rut. They're in a zone. They're in a comfort zone. And that comfort zone has prohibited them from moving forward. I know because it's comfortable. That's why it's called a comfort zone. And so if you're able to find yourself and remove yourself from that comfort zone, you'll begin to think outside of the box. Once you begin to think outside of the box, then you will begin to take those necessary risks, do those things that people aren't willing and able to do, and make a level of focus that zooms in on those things to help you bring all those skills and abilities to full fruition. That's number one. Number two, begin to see an end result in something that you want. That is to go back to those things that you put down. What is it that you're good at? What is it that you find yourself so passionate about that you can't stop thinking about it? Doesn't matter what it is. You began something, but then you put it down. What caused you to put those things down? But now is the time to revisit those things. You started a book, you started a poem, you started a company, you started getting clean, you got those addictions down, you begin to rekindle your family, you begin to live a healthier lifestyle, you rebuilt your relationship with God. All those things that may have been broken need to be rekindled. And so are you willing and able to become focused? Remove yourself from an environment that may be toxic and get outside of the box, thinking clearly outside of the box. And so I'm hoping that as we share these broadcasts week in and week out, that you guys will take some of these things and use. If you take away one thing that I talk about, it's something that you can use in your personal, professional life. I guarantee you'll begin to see small changes that can come into the bigger outcomes for you guys. Okay, you guys send comments and inquiries in. Thank you for all those things, and thank you for spending time with us. This week's vitamin is about making a connection, finding a way to make sure that you find the best recourse to maximize your potential. Listen, the opportunities are there, but they've come your way and you weren't ready. So when are you going to get ready? When are you going to position yourself to revamp those things and make sure that those things that you wanted to do, you can actually do those things? The only person that's in the way is you. You're stopping you. And sometimes we become our biggest enemies when we begin to find ourselves locked into the comfort zone. All right. So if you're on the air now and you have questions or comments, I'm here to entertain those things. I hope this week, even if you don't share it with us now, that you found some kind of recourse in the maximizing of your own potentials. Your potentials are limitless. You have the power to be powerful, and you have that driving force, but you have to remove yourself from a comfort zone. You have to remove yourself from all those things that have held you back. If and when you're willing to do that, you'll begin to maximize your potential and make the most of all those opportunities that come your way. Listen, we do this every single day. Those persons who've been following us, we're on Instagram Live, we're on LinkedIn, YouTube. Go back and look at these videos. Listen, all this information becomes useless if you don't apply it. All these things I'm talking about become useless unless you're willing to put the work in. Are you willing to put the necessary work in and make those sacrifices to gain access to the maximum potential and the opportunities that are limitless and that will come your way? I'm Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr. This is the Transformers Academy. We are happy and excited because you guys are happy and excited. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments. And thank you for the following on all social media. We appreciate you guys. We'll resume on Sunday with a new transformational vitamin of the week. Also, go to DrAngeloReynolds.com where you get a chance to, if there's something that you have some inquiries about, a topic, an issue, a problem, social, anything that's lingering in your mind you want answers to, send us your inquiries. Send us something that you'd like to hear the Transformers Academy address and talk about, and we'll be happy to take a look at those things and see if it's something that we can provide for you. Otherwise, Sunday I'll come up with a transformational vitamin. Follow us. Be our followers. Continue to like us on all the social media. DrAngeloReynolds.com. Get a copy of the book. I have them available for you guys. They're ready to rock and roll. We'll see you on Sunday, but more importantly, I never like to leave my broadcast without giving you an opportunity to continue to show love, peace, and joy and happiness to others. Be the beacon of hope and love and change agent that the world will be proud to follow you. Aren't you leaders? making an impact in your community? Aren't you someone that others are following? Well, let's continue to do that. Let's continue the journey of bringing hope and peace and happiness to others. Until Sunday, I hope you continue to be the best. Be the best because you are the best. Be the eagles and the swords and the challenges of the leadership that you do have. We'll see you then, if it's God's willing, on Sunday. May the blessings of God continue to be yours. Be blessed. We'll see you then.